The world's most powerful earthquakes. Updated facts and insights as of 2025. By the Report Zone. Earthquakes remain among the most destructive natural forces on Earth. Sudden violent shifts beneath our feet that can reshape entire landscapes, alter coastlines, and trigger tsunamis that devastate faraway shores. While thousands of earthquakes occur every day around the globe, only a few rise to the level of truly historic power, events that not only shake the ground, but change the course of history. As of 2025, here is an updated and comprehensive look at the strongest earthquakes ever recorded, how they compare, and what scientists are now learning about the future of seismic activity. The largest earthquake ever recorded, Valdivia, Chile, 1960. Magnitude, 9.5. Date, May 22, 1960. Deaths, over 1,600. Tsunami, yes, waves up to 25 meters, reaching as far as Hawaii, Japan, and the Philippines. To this day, the 1960 Valdivia earthquake in southern Chile holds the record as the most powerful earthquake ever measured. Striking with a moment magnitude of 9.5, it released more energy than any other recorded seismic event in human history. The earthquake lasted approximately 10 minutes and triggered a massive tsunami that traveled across the Pacific Ocean. Entire coastal communities were wiped out. It even caused land subsidence and the formation of new lakes in Chile. Chile 2025 update. Chile remains seismically active. As of this year, Chile continues to be one of the world's most seismically monitored countries. In early 2025, several moderate to strong quakes, magnitude 6.8 to 7.4, have been recorded near the Nazca Plate boundary. None catastrophic, but reminders that the region is still a hotspot. Chilean authorities have invested heavily in early warning systems and seismic-resistant architecture, becoming a model for earthquake preparedness. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, Sumatra Andaman. Magnitude, 9.1 to 9.3. Date, December 26, 2004. Deaths, over 227,000 in 14 countries. Tsunami. Yes, one of the deadliest in recorded history. The 2004 Indian Ocean quake remains infamous not just for its magnitude, but for the unimaginable loss of life it caused. A rupture over 1,300 kilometers long beneath the Indian Ocean generated tsunamis over 30 meters high. Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and India were hardest hit. It led to a global humanitarian response and the creation of new tsunami early warning systems across the Indian Ocean. 2025 update. Ongoing Indian Ocean monitoring. As of 2025, regional warning systems in the Indian Ocean have improved dramatically. Satellite-linked buoys, coastal alarms, and real-time data sharing between countries are now in place. However, experts still caution that some rural coastal regions remain vulnerable due to lack of education and evacuation infrastructure. The 2011 Tohoku Earthquake, Japan. Magnitude, 9.1. Date, March 11, 2011. Deaths, over 19,000. Tsunami. Yes, devastating waves breached sea walls and flooded the Fukushima nuclear plant. The 2011 Tohoku quake was a tectonic disaster layered with modern consequences. It not only caused widespread destruction and loss of life, but also triggered a nuclear crisis that remains a defining moment in 21st century environmental policy. The tsunami waves reached as far as California and Alaska, causing damage even in North America. 2025 update. Japan sets the standard for preparedness. Japan now leads the world in earthquake readiness. Since 2011, the country has implemented rigorous structural codes, invested in AI-based quake prediction models, and upgraded its tsunami warning systems with underwater sensors and satellite alerts. In 2025, no country is better equipped to respond quickly to major seismic threats, though scientists stress that nature is always unpredictable. The 1952 Kamchatka earthquake, Russia. Magnitude 9.0. Date November 4, 1952. Deaths minimal. Remote region. Tsunami. Yes, up to 15 meters in height, reaching Hawaii. This Soviet-era quake occurred in one of the most active parts of the Ring of Fire. Despite its massive strength, its remote location near the sparsely populated Kamchatka Peninsula meant relatively few casualties. 2025 update. Russian Far East faces increased tremors. Recent quakes in the Kuril-Kamchatka Trench have raised concern in 2025, particularly a magnitude 8.3 earthquake earlier this year that sent tsunami waves to Hawaii and forced evacuations across the Pacific. While there were no fatalities, it served as a wake-up call about the potential for future megathrust quakes in this region. The 1964 Alaska Earthquake, Great Alaskan Quake. Magnitude 9.2. Date March 27, 1964. Deaths 131. Tsunami. Yes, waves destroyed villages and reached California and Hawaii. The second most powerful earthquake ever recorded, the Alaska earthquake lasted an astonishing 4.5 minutes. Anchorage saw entire blocks collapse. The quake reshaped the landscape, creating uplifts, sinkholes, and landslides. 2025 update. Increased monitoring in North America. Seismologists in the US and Canada have increased monitoring along the Cascadia subduction zone, a region stretching from Northern California to British Columbia. A major rupture here could rival the 1964 Alaska event. In early 2025, minor swarms of deep tremors were detected, prompting renewed public education efforts. Other notable earthquakes. Ecuador, Colombia, 1906, 8.8 magnitude. Mole, Chile, 2010, 8.8 magnitude. Mexico City, 1985, 8.0, catastrophic damage and reforms to building codes. Nepal, 2015, 7.8, over 8,000 lives lost, historic sites destroyed. What's new in 2025? Earthquake research and prediction. While earthquakes themselves remain impossible to predict with precision, scientists are making progress in early warning systems, especially in AI-based pattern recognition, real-time deep-sea pressure sensors, satellite-based ground deformation tracking, INSAR, crowdsourced seismic data from mobile phones. Several countries, including Japan, Chile, and Indonesia, are now sharing data in near real time through international earthquake networks, improving global response times. Conclusion. What we've learned from the world's most powerful quakes. As of 2025, the strongest earthquakes ever recorded still serve as stark reminders of Earth's raw power. From Valdivia to Tohoku, each major event has reshaped not only physical landscapes but also national policies, scientific strategies, and public awareness. But even as our technology improves and preparedness grows, earthquakes remain unpredictable, and their potential for destruction never disappears. The question is no longer if another big one will strike, but when, and how ready we'll be. Stay prepared. Stay aware. Subscribe to the Report Zone for more in-depth coverage of Earth's most powerful events.